Frank Jackson is the next Jordan Clarkson. Alright, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we're going to be checking out this article by PistonsPower.com, and the title of this article says, Detroit Pistons, Jordan Clarkson is the model for Frank Jackson. So I'm going to read this article and then I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it. I actually was planning on doing another video, but I looked at this, I saw the title, and I was like, why not do a video on this? So I'll put the link to this article in the description so you guys can go check it for yourselves. But I'm about to read it and then give you guys my opinion afterwards. I recently suggested that the Detroit Pistons may have found their sixth man of the future in combo guard Frank Jackson, who has a solid second half of the season and is now averaging nearly double digits. He's been even better since having a more defined role, averaging 14 points per game off the bench while shooting over 41% from long range over his last 10 games. Of course, there are always going to be those who disagree, which is fine, as Frank Jackson has not proven it over a whole season and is doing this on a team that isn't very good. Frank Jackson may not be there yet, but he is taking a similar path to Jordan Clarkson, who is the front runner for Sixth Man of the Year on the team with the best record in the NBA. Can Frank Jackson eventually make a similar impact? Clarkson is 28 years old, averaging 17.4 points per game off the Utah Jazz bench, which has him in line for the Sixth Man of the Year award. But when he was drafted, there is no way anyone thought he would hit these lofty heights. Clarkson was drafted 46th overall by the Wizards, then almost immediately traded to the Lakers, where he spent a big chunk of his first season in the G League. He didn't even come into the NBA until he was 22 years old, and even though he was up and down, averaged 11.9 points per game in his rookie season. Jackson and Clarkson are a similar size, though Clarkson is a little quicker and Jackson is a little stronger. Jackson was also drafted in the second round, going 31st overall to the Hornets before being traded to the New Orleans Pelicans for cash. Both are streaky shooters who can get red hot and carry an offense for a short time. Jackson is 22 years old now, in his third season, so he is already ahead of Clarkson in terms of games played. Jackson is shooting 41% from the three-point line, which is higher than Clarkson has ever shot in the NBA, though this season he has morphed into a volume shooter from long range, taking 8.9 attempts. Jackson's improved three-point shooting has raised the ceiling on what he can be, and if he can raise his volume to 7 to 8 attempts per game, he could make a big leap as a scorer, as long as his accuracy stays consistent. It was a long and hard road for Clarkson, and it will be for Jackson if he ever wants to be an elite bench scorer. But he has shown that he can get there and could be the Detroit Pistons' sixth man of the future. So in the article, I would say they brought up a lot of fair points, comparing their size, comparing to how, when Clarkson first came in the league, he wasn't the sixth man of the year, but he's grown into that, and how Frank Jackson, when he came into the league, wasn't the greatest, but now he's starting to really develop his game. So there are a few comparisons there, but I would say in terms of Frank Jackson, I would say it's a little bit too early and a little bit of a stretch to say that he is the next Jordan Clarkson, but I can definitely see the comparison, and I feel like eventually one day he might get there, but I can't say right now that he's going to be a guy competing for future Six Mans of the Year awards. But I definitely see the comparison, and I do like the idea of having Killian as the starter and then Frank Jackson coming off the bench as a sixth man being a scorer. And I love the fact that he's just a great shooter. That's something that Killian lacks right now. He barely takes any threes, but when he does take threes, he doesn't hit them. But on the opposite, we have Frank Jackson, who can come off the bench and hit threes, averaging 40% from the three-point line currently. And I also like the fact that this puts pressure on our other point guards on the roster. Having Frank Jackson playing this well recently, it puts pressure on Saban Lee and even Killian Hayes. When they have a guy playing this good, it puts the pressure on them for them to play better so that they can get more minutes. So let me know how y'all feel in the comment section below about this comparison between Jordan Clarkson and Frank Jackson. Now, I do want to say before I end this video that I will be doing a live stream this Saturday after the Pistons game. I believe the game usually ends like around 9 o'clock or 9:30, between that time period. After that game, I will be live streaming. So come through, say what's up. We have a great time. We be chilling out. I answer questions. We talk whatever. Usually we just talking Pistons, but sometimes people would be like anime question or Star Wars question, and then I talk about that for a little bit. But for the most part, we talk about Pistons basketball, and it's a great time. And something else that I want to say is I want you guys to start leaving me, video recommendations in the comment section below. Because, I look at the comments, I take your feedback, the few who do be giving me feedback, and I apply them to my videos. So just tell me if you want me to talk about a specific player or a specific topic. Just let me know. I'll make a video on it. Or if you don't want to do it on YouTube, you could email me. My email is in the description. You could look at my Instagram, my Snapchat, DM me. I reply to everything. And just give me video ideas. So I've said all the things that I need to say. I'm out.